Great. And last thing, Bob, maybe speaking of lawyers, or hopefully this is not the case, but what have you been able to learn for certain on Tyson Fury's situation? We know that, he had plans to come out to Las Vegas. He's obviously hasn't left UK. His father has implied that the Fury family cannot leave the UK because of this Kinahan situation. What do you know definitively on that matter?
Well, I've heard the same thing, that that they can't get into the United States because the Kinahan situation. Because, but again, I'm told that that may not be the case. And in any event, Tyson is touring the UK, going from place to place, entertaining people, which he's very entertaining.
Yeah,
and I think it's really, he's on hold pending the outcome of the Usyk fight with Joshua, which takes place on the 20th, I believe. So again, let's see what happens. We know that the Saudis have put up a lot of money for the Usyk Joshua fight, and we'll see who wins that fight. And I know that Fury deep down would want to fight the winner, and the question then is where the fight will be and all of that sort of stuff. And that'll take care of itself after August 20.
He truly wants to fight Joshua. Are you convinced that there's no doubt that he would end his retirement and come back if Joshua wins?
I don't know. I think whoever wins.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay.
Either guy to unify all the titles, and then maybe decide that he would retire. But I think he doesn't want to leave that unfinished. But again, that's up to him. And I haven't pressed him, neither has Frank. And we will once the Usyk Joshua fight has happened.
Before you go, I got to ask you, I mean, this is something that's in the news big time when it comes to golf with the Live Tour, and that comes down to taking the Saudi money. And I know, Bob, like you've come to the conclusion with Daniel Kinahan that you don't want to be involved with him. You don't want to be in business with him. But could you live?
Well, wait a second. Wait.
What?
I mean, it's all well and good to say, hey, Bob, you've taken a position, you don't want to be in business with Kinahan, and I can't be in business with Kinahan.
That's true.
Kinahan is under sanctions by my government, by the United States, and I would be violating the law if I dealt with Kinahan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's clear. But again, to be able to make a deal with either the Saudis or the Kuwaitis or the Qataris without Kinahan, that's a possibility. I mean, certainly Kinahan doesn't own Saudi Arabia.
You want to be hung up on some of the outrage that has been connected to the Saudis and the killing of the journalists and some of the other matters and philosophies over there.
You got to bifurcate that. Sure, I'm outraged about the killing of Khashoggi. No question about that. But again, you still, as our government has shown, despite that, find a way to deal with the Saudis. Because otherwise, what the hell was Biden doing over there? So again, would I do a fight in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, I would do a fight in Saudi Arabia. I personally believe that I would much prefer to do the fight in the UK in a situation like we had with the Dylan White fight,
yeah,
where we did 94,000, and it was a great event. But the fighters have a limited career, and money talks. I mean, not completely, but to a large extent. And if the fighters are to get record purses, and the Saudis or the Qataris are willing to put up the money to make that a reality, you have no other choice but doing it. So I know Eddie Hearn has gotten a lot of bad publicity because he's done the Usyk Joshua fight in Saudi Arabia. But as Hearn pointed out, tell that to the fighters. Fighters are getting tremendous purses, and he, as the promoter, has an obligation to deliver those purses to both fighters.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Bob. I really appreciate that. Great stuff, and good luck on the fight Saturday night again.
Yeah, Saturday night's a really, really good fight, and then August. You know, I'm really proud of the whole schedule that we have in August. 3 weeks. We have Teofimo 1 week from Vegas.
That's right.
And then we have Navarrete from San Diego. And finally, Pedraza, Comey, and also the return of my favorite heavyweight, Jared Anderson, from Tulsa at the end of the month.
A likely future heavyweight champion. Well, thank you so much for your time, Bob. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the update. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, good talk.